Good morning all, this is Darth Rabbit 07 coming to you today with another quick review. Just before Desaurus arrived in from Haslabs release of the year, and I got some other releases. I got this next release in from Shozi Store. Thank you again for Shozi Store shipping it so quickly. Let's do a little bit of homework. Make sure to like, share, subscribe, all the stuff down below. Thank you again for subscribing, you guys totally rock. Alright, let's turn this around and take a look at this Shozi Store release. Thanks again for watching. Like I was stating, in from Shozi Store, I got in the number 49 Newage Hammond, and this is the look at the front of the box and what you see in packaging. A look at the side of the box, you get Wheeljack in his robot mode, his car mode. On the back of the box, you get the scene with the Dinobots where he is obviously petting Grimlock or Emir. And then you got the same thing there. On the top of the box is very harkens back to the old school box art where you had the vehicle mode change, but it looks like he's just running and then finished. And the bottom of the box, you got him there again, and some other stuff I can't read, but that's about going to do it for in the box stuff. Let's take this guy for a spin on the review table. Thanks again for watching. What all comes in the box? You get this nice, this is model stuff right here, guys. You get, Shozi Store always sends stickers so you can like sticker them up if you, especially if you got white backgrounds. It's clear, but otherwise you got Predacon symbols, Maximal symbols, and Autobots and Decepticons there. You get a piece of Autobot Spike that goes with the current set of releases, so you can build Autobot Spike. You get a nice set of instructions there, and you get his accessories and a nice blister bubble. This is how masterpieces should be packed, and this is a miniature masterpiece every single time, guys. I'm gonna get this unbagged for you, and then there's Wheeljack. Let me get this unbagged. Let's take a look at his accessories real quick. You got that one little tool, I can't remember if it's like a hollow projector or whatnot that he uses. You get it nicely painted in teal, looking really, really good. You do get the immobilizer, if I'm not mistaken. This is that thing that they Decepticon stole, kept Autobots from transforming in that one episode there. And the stuff is tiny, but very highly detailed, very well painted. Then you got the standard issue Wheeljack blaster, boom, right there. And like I said, again, it's so tiny it's hard to hold, but you can see it's very well done. The workmanship on this New Age stuff is so totally awesome. And you get one mounted rocket launcher. I don't know if that'll even come out. I don't think it's supposed to, so we're not going to push or force the issue. There's that side and that side, looking really all kinds of good. And then we've got Wheeljack himself on the turntable there as I get the accessories moved off. And I already applied one of those Shozi Store Autobot symbols there, and wanted to show off how good this really does look. It's got a little bit bent out of shape, but this thing is so very well painted, very cartoon accurate. This is that standard release that does all that so well. There's your front profile. Here's your port side profile. And it just oozes Lancia Stratos race car top and the bottom, and how all that works out and tucked up. Of particular note, when we get into the instructions, pay attention to how the fists are configured with these little shoulder bits, and behind this, the hips have to be literally turned upside down as a triangular thing. I'll show you that to you next right here in the instructions. And here's more so what I was talking about, showing the hip pieces have to be a certain way, the shoulder pieces have to be a certain way, and the wrists need to be a certain way for that in order to clip back together there at the top there. So I did please pay close attention to the positions and the angles of the three parts, and how things will unfurl as you go through the transformation process. Not very much standard Wheeljack, but it works really well here because this guy does retain all the articulation once he's into his robot mode. And it's just, it's Houdini level magic. This thing is so awesome. You can use a spudger to get those wrists around, and we'll see how that goes when I go through that transformation. Won't take you guys all that long because the whole magic of the pause button. We'll take one more spin looking at this beautiful car mode on the turntable. It rolls like super good, and this is about the size of a Hot Wheels car for those wondering. And I'd love to get that Hot Wheels or that steel version of that wheel jack just to show it off next to this. So it is possible that you can have a Hot Wheels size wheel jack that actually transforms, as I will demonstrate in 3, 2, 1, and I can't get a good snap. There we go. And I've got to say, Hammond robot mode with this in hand, this is absolute spectacle of engineering. How they get all that car to fold up into this clean looking robot mode with no gaps. Stuff goes different places, locks into place. You get heel stabilizers right here on the back end. You've got articulated feet and stuff that, I mean, I can't believe they crammed all this into this one figure here. And I'm going to pull them up here closer to let you see the details there. That face, like how beautiful that is, how screen accurate it is. I mean, it's so crazy how this version of Wheeljack shapes up. He's got all kinds of articulation here on ball joints is more impressive. He can go all the way around in a 360 right here on his head, as you can see there demonstrated. Very nice paint work and details throughout. He can look up that far, so he can he's got all the stuff in the looks. He's got a full T-pose there, but that's not all. You get a ball joint there, you get a upper bicep, you get that much articulation in the elbow on that double hinge, and you get the wrist articulation that I can barely get my fingers around it, and you can actually put the gun in and make it a little easier, but that will go all the way around there at the wrist. More impressively is it's got an ab crunch of sorts. It seems like all these have got a degree of ab crunch. Every one of them is a little bit different. You got all the way around at the waist for articulation for his transformation. You can get this guy into the full van damage. That is just incredibly articulated and totally blows me away each time I go to transform this. You got upper thigh swivel, you got that much in the knee, and then you do get some ankle tiltage down there at the bottom. It's kind of limited due to the stuff all around it, but I mean, it is there. So you can bust in really nice poses with this guy. Get him back on the turntable with his gun and his shoulder mount. And real quick, before I go any further, there's the life imitating box art. That is so cool when this little scale of figure can do this to this level and degree of detail. And now to get him with his gun, it's like with each release that they do of a new Autobot in this line and series of Newage figures, they give you Autobot animation accuracy in a masterpiece level. Actually goes beyond that. The actual masterpiece levels gives you all the articulation and stuff that you'd want for your little figurines on the shelf at the Legends scale. I mean, this is just, like I said, Houdini masterpiece art. How they get all that to fold into that little Lancia Hot Wheels looking car to unfurl into this robot that's cartoon accurate, I mean, just totally blows my mind. Let's get this guy into some final thoughts. Some final thoughts on Newage Hammond, number 49 in the series. It's got me convinced that I need more of these, more so than the actual mainline stuff, because they are doing it and crushing it better than the actual mainline stuff. I am going to end up with a whole desk full of these miniature bots, and they might become my de facto G1 collection moving forward, as this is what I wanted all those years ago. Not necessarily in Hot Wheels size, but I wanted the figure that could pose and do the stuff and things and have the good articulation, look like it was just right off the animation. That's where I highly recommend this for anybody looking for excellent versions of their G1 counterparts. This third-party Newage is crushing it. I highly recommend. You can get them at a couple places I get mine from: Shows Store and TF Safari, and do believe Chosen Prime does have them on the state side of things. There might be a couple other stores there, but those are the ones I know I use pretty often, those 3 right there. So with that said and done, I highly recommend you getting one of these. Like I said, if it's got a white background, those little stickers they send, you don't have to wait on the Toy Hacks, but Toy Hacks has got some other stuff. And what's beautiful about Newage is they seem to do 5 or 6 of the same character in all the different variations. Shattered Glass, the Toy Accurate, they deliver on all levels. So while I may not get every version like that, I probably will pick up the Shattered Glass version, and then I might also get the Toy Deco. I'm not going to get every version. The clear ones just does nothing for me. Thanks again for watching my channel, guys. Make sure to like, share, subscribe, all the stuff down below. I highly recommend this, and thank you again to all my subscribers. You guys totally rock. Wheeljack there is definitely going to be in some other photo shoots moving forward of stuff I put up on my Facebook page there. It just looks really cool and awesome. These are so worthy, guys. Thanks again for watching my channel. Y'all have an excellent week out there. Until all are one.